Hello friends, welcome to my Simple Valley home. My name is Melody, and in today's video I have a special treat for you guys. I went to the city of Fillmore, California because they were having a beautiful vintage market that I decided to go to. I was super excited because this vintage market is one of the all-time favorite vintage finds when it comes to farmhouse picking. Now before we head over to the vintage market, I just wanted to show you guys a glimpse of what Fillmore, California looks like. These shops are adorable. They remind me so much of the Midwest. Now I absolutely love the Rustic Barn House. They always have such amazing vintage markets here all over Southern California. I will leave their Instagram page down below in the description box. I'm going to be going through each booth and sharing with you guys the name of the booth and also what my favorite items that those booths have. When you first walk into the market, I couldn't help but catching my eye to this beautiful little booth here. It's called Wildflower, Vintage and Rustic. They have such beautiful shabby chic feels, especially when it comes to all their dishes. Out of all the antique items that they had in this booth, my favorite were these silhouettes, especially the one with the hat. It was so unique and different. I've never seen a silhouette with a hat before. Another great antique piece is this sewing drawer. I thought it would be a perfect piece to keep in your office, just to keep pens and post-its and paper just handy on your desk. The next booth over is called the Weathered Grain, and I really like their pieces. They're very unique and different. They had a boho flair mixed with modern farmhouse sprinkled in with a couple mid-century modern pieces. There were so many different one-of-a-kind pieces in this booth that I thought they were just different as far as mid-century modern, but most of the things that caught my eye were all their furniture. I just love that they would repurpose them, give them new life, especially this bar cabinet. They just did such an excellent job on redoing it.
I'm calling it a bar cabinet.
A bar cabinet?
Like you could use it for records, for anything.
It's stunning.
Extra storage.
Did you guys put the handles on yourself? Did it come like that, or?
We put them on ourselves.
Yeah.
We painted it. We restained this.
Wow, it's a beautiful piece.
Thank you.
I wish I had the space for it. You did a really good job.
Thank you so much.
I really love all the unique photos that they had in this booth too, especially that they were black and white, and then they just had like this beautiful nature trend vibe that they had in this space as well. Tons of different earth tones. Azaya Rose was definitely a beautiful booth. They had tons of vintage inspired dishes mixed with different types of antique heirloom pieces. In this booth, my favorite were all her vintage dishes. I thought they were so unique and different, especially the scallop edge mix with the different types of vintage prints. Anytime I see a bin full of vintage postcards, I have to dig in them. You just never know what kind of beautiful pieces you will pull out and see, especially the dates on the back. They are just so much fun to read, especially if they're handwritten by a loved one. One trend I have noticed throughout the market is all the cool antique suitcases. They're so unique and to display. I have one on top of my Pottery Barn cabinet, and I just think it brings lots of layers when it comes to decorating. Now, I've seen a lot of church pews at any type of vintage market, but this one was so unique and different. Not only because it was so small and teeny and perfect for any space, that it just had such unique numbers and detail on the side. The owner went over with me where she got it at a tiny little church.
Small church, because this side was 67, very narrow church, and this number is 143, so it went all the way back. Can you imagine the numbers?
So pretty.
67. I mean, it's just a very narrow church. How beautiful.
Obviously, you just kept the patina because it is a stunning piece. This would look beautiful in an entryway.
Furniture, but for me, I just couldn't paint it.
Oh, you know, I feel the same way. Like, I won't paint anything unless it needs it, and this definitely does not eat it.
Couldn't paint it.
Yeah.
Isn't it just fantastic?
It's beautiful.
It's all reinforced in the bottom.
How much are you selling it for?
300. I'll do 295.
$295?
I mean, they go for 5 and 6.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful piece.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Thank you.
Now, one of my next favorite booths is Lily Fields Vintage. She was awesome when it came to vintage finds. She had tons of different things, such as this really cute rusty scale. You know how I am with all my rusty scales in my house, and all the chippy feels in this space. And she also has tons of unique different little knickknacks here and there that I really enjoyed. I really like this crystal lamp here. I think it would look really cute in a bathroom vanity or even a bedroom. I just think that they are coming back as far as style, just to add that sparkle to your space. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, such as antique shopping and vintage shopping, please let me know, hit that like button. And also, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. On my channel, I love to decorate farmhouse decor, I do some gardening, of course lots of thrifting, and also some cooking. This next booth is called Just Our Junk, and this booth is pretty crazy when it comes to junking. They had lots and lots of old vintage rusty pieces that they would cut out and make silhouettes of them. And I think it was different and unique, especially when it comes to decor. I thought it would be cool to take like an old can and maybe carve out like a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. I asked him if he did that, and he says he does, which is cool, so I'm going to order that piece from him. But these are some unique pieces if you guys are looking for something different and junky for your decor. Besides all those really cool can silhouettes, they also had tons of unique vintage pieces inspired for your kitchen. I really like all the different farmhouse vibes that this little booth has. It's really unique and different when it comes to all the decor that you just really so hard to find sometimes, especially here in Southern California. Next is Rosemary Worn Ornamentation. She is amazing with her pieces. She had tons of vintage different textiles mixed with handmade floral arrangements with silk flowers. They were absolutely stunning. Now, my favorite thing to do when it comes to my decorating for my home is putting together my own floral arrangements. But Rose, she knows how to put together a floral arrangement. They were put together perfectly. I could take a page out of her book for sure. Next booth is one of my also favorites because it had tons of unique antiques as well, is Nikki Huard Creations. Really cool finds in this booth.
This adorable stuff. It's like my candlestick holders I have. $25, that's actually not that bad. Lots of cute architectural things. Oh, I love this. 40 bucks. And I've been noticing a trend. Tons of flower frogs everywhere, so I'm gonna have to come by and get some more. Hi guys! Super cute stuff. A lot of vintage goodies in this one. I need those bottles. That is gorgeous. 75. I have one of these guys at home. How much is this? 45. It's actually good too.
This next booth is called Bygone Friends Vintage Antiques, and I loved all her different finds that she had, especially this green depression glass. It was very hard to find this type of style and shape. Another favorite item of mine in this booth is this sewing little drawer. I haven't seen one also with a little handle. It was such a beautiful piece. I wish I had this space for it. I would definitely take it home and maybe put it in the little corner. This next booth was absolutely perfect when it came to all the vintage finds. I couldn't get enough of all these little knickknacks that just scream farmhouse. Unfortunately, I didn't get the name of her booth, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't because there's so many beautiful antique pieces in this space. She had such amazing, beautiful, rare finds, especially when it came to kitchen items. I was so distracted by all her beautiful pieces, especially this beautiful flower sifter. I ended up purchasing it from her. It's going to go into my dining room. I can't wait for you guys to see what I do with it. And of course, this red scale caught my eye. I'm regretting it because I really want that piece too, and I didn't have a receipt from her that had her name. I unfortunately paid cash. So if you guys went to Fillmore, California for this vintage market and you happen to know the name of this booth, please leave a comment down below. I would love to know so I can reach out to her. Now the next booth over is absolutely one of my favorites when it comes to vintage textiles for pillows. Her booth name is Goodness Apparel by Donna Bezares. I loved her IG account. She has absolutely stunning pieces. She takes vintage fabrics and turns them into pillows. I wish you guys could see the detail on those white linen pillows, but the sunlight just wouldn't let me. So if you guys are interested in finding a very unique and different white linen pillow with some vintage fabrics, go check out her IG. Moving on to the courtyard, over to the other side of this market is Tinyhouseantiques. She has really cool, unique vintage items, things that you wouldn't find regularly here in Southern California. She had so many neat items, but the one that stuck out to me were all these different shelves. She had so many of them. I wish I had the wall space because I would bring them all home with me because they're so hard to find here in Southern California. One thing that I absolutely liked about her booth is that she decorated so beautifully with all these farmhouse decor items. Every little nook and cranny was filled. I purchased a couple pieces from her. I purchased a Carrier and Ives trivet from her and also a couple glass bottles that I'll be using to put American flags in for the summer decor. I also found out that she's at booth 69 at Antique Adventures in Ventura. So if you guys are in Southern California, go check her out. You will not be disappointed. She has such beautiful, unique, rare farmhouse decor finds. I love her space. I'm going to have to go visit her when I'm in Ventura for sure. This next booth is called Little Curiosity Shop, and this booth was so unique because it had so many different chairs. I couldn't get enough of them. There was actually a couple of them that reminded me of mine at home, so it was really nice to see that she had beautiful antique chairs available in this little space. Moving around the corner, I couldn't help but catching my eye to these absolutely breathtaking dream catchers. This booth is called Nash Exchange Incorporated or Inc. And I absolutely love this booth because it had such unique architectural salvage sprinkled in with vintage antiques. The way how she had this displayed shelf was so perfect and so unique. I absolutely love the little ladder detail. These silverware were absolutely fun. I love collecting them, and wherever I can find them, I usually get a couple here and there. I love jewelry, and this booth is definitely a gem. I could not get enough of all these beautiful handmade pieces. I'm such a sucker when it comes to stones and gold jewelry, and they had lots of it in this little space. See those earrings on the left? I ended up getting those. Those are gold quartz earrings, and I also ended up purchasing a couple gold bracelets as well. And look at these really unique little necklaces that you guys can use for your essential oils. So many beautiful little pieces. On my way out of the market, I noticed this little section called You Grow Girl, and it was super cute. I'm such a plant lady, and I just love how she displayed everything so unique and different. I think they're so adorable and well priced too for such a unique piece. I had so much fun going to this vintage market with you guys today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was such a great time here in Fillmore, California. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to DM me on my Instagram page at My Simple Valley Home, or you can leave a comment down below. I would also love it if you guys would tell me any vintage markets that you guys have gone recently here in Southern California. Please comment down below. I would love to go visit them. Until next time, friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye!